There's a moment, just after sunrise, when the world is still, the air is crisp, and a long, wide shape glides forward with a kind of quiet confidence that only a true luxury sedan can deliver. No engine roar. No gear shifts. Just motion and presence. This is the all-new Mercedes-Benz E-Class, reborn as the all-electric EQE sedan, not just a refresh, but a revolution. And it's not just efficient, it's remarkable. Over 400 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. A design so sleek, so balanced, it looks like it was drawn by the gods of automotive art. This isn't just Mercedes' answer to the BMW i5 or the Tesla Model S, it's their boldest statement yet, that the E-Class doesn't have to sacrifice soul for sustainability. From the moment it appears, with its slim LED headlights slicing through the morning mist, its fastback silhouette cutting through the dawn, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be electric. It is electric. And it's embracing the future, with elegance, intelligence, and real-world brilliance. Today, we're diving deep into the EQE sedan, from its head-turning design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its whisper-quiet performance to its cutting-edge battery tech. We'll break down how far it goes, how fast it charges, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the likes of the Porsche Taycan, the BMW i5, and even the upcoming Lucid Air Pure. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most underrated electric sedan on the market? Or is it too quiet to be exciting? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks, because the EQE sedan doesn't just carry on the legacy of the original E-Class, it fulfills it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Mercedes. That long hood, the fastback roofline, the wide stance, but everything about it feels evolved. Sharper. More purposeful. The overall length is 196.8 inches, width 74.9, height just 57.5, making it slightly longer and wider than the outgoing E-Class, with a roofline that flows into the trunk like a grand tourer from the future. And with a drag coefficient of just 0.22, one of the most aerodynamic production sedans ever built, it's a key reason it's so efficient and stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new slim LED headlights, a signature Mercedes design element that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show, it houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. There's no traditional grille, of course, no engine to cool, but Mercedes didn't leave a blank space. Instead, they've sculpted a smooth, aerodynamic intake with active shutters that open only when needed for battery or motor cooling. It's clean, functional, and still unmistakably Mercedes. Now, step back and take in the profile, because this is where the EQE truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels, 19-inch alloys on the base model, 20-inch on the AMG line, wrapped in low rolling resistance tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish, they're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights. Clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter. No unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the C-pillar with a subtle crease that echoes Mercedes' recent design language, but with a more refined, efficiency-focused execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style, no exhaust to hide, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear motor and battery are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the EQE isn't trying to whisper. It's commanding silence. It's for the young professional who values style over flash, the family commuter who wants innovation without pretense, and the enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about design, efficiency, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need six figures to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a lifestyle. Now, let's step inside, because if the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism, the interior is where Mercedes truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the EQE feels huge inside. That's thanks to Mercedes' new EVA2 platform, designed from the ground up for EVs, with no transmission tunnel, no engine block steering room. The result? A wheelbase of 118.7 inches, longer than a Tesla Model S, which means rear legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 6 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You've got optional Nappa leather, soft, rich, and available in black, nut brown, or porcelain. Or go for the eco-conscious Dinamica, made from recycled materials, that feels just as premium. Real open-pore wood trim on the dash and doors, no fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled, and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles, just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now, look at the dash, because this is where Mercedes throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 12.8-inch OLED touchscreen, clean, minimalist, and powered by the latest MBUX software. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Mercedes' new AI-driven assistant. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls, always visible at the bottom. Navigation, crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Voice control is seamless. Hey Mercedes, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Mercedes, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen, it even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted touchpad with physical shortcut buttons, a nod to Mercedes' analog roots, but with a digital twist. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 64 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue in eco, warm red in sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating. Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage. The front seats are 14-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back. Even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage. Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 14.7 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model 3. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.2 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now, let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the EQE truly separates itself from the pack. Mercedes has equipped the EQE with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class, and it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. Drive Pilot combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused, no harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Mercedes has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control. Hey Mercedes wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey Mercedes, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Mercedes, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Mercedes Me app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features, the welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the EQE lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the EQE doesn't just deliver, it glides. Under the skin, you've got a dual-motor setup on the 354-matic, one up front, one in the rear, delivering all-wheel drive with intelligent torque vectoring. Total output: a staggering 402 horsepower and 564 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a BMW 540i, and it's a four-door sedan. And because it's electric, all of that torque is available instantly. No waiting for turbos to spool, no revving to redline. Just go. And the numbers? They're impressive. The EQE 354-matic hits 60 miles per hour in just 4.9 seconds. The base rear-wheel drive model does it in 5.6. Top speed: 130 miles per hour. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling: razor sharp. The EQE gets adaptive air suspension with rear-wheel steering, up to 4.5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result: a car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes: massive steel discs, with optional carbon ceramic discs, bringing this 5,200-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 108 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to Eco mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no engine roar, no tire hum, no wind whistle. Just silence, broken only by the subtle whir of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet, at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty back roads, It handles with surprising poise, body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser, it's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the battery. Because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The EQE packs a 90.6 kWh lithium-ion battery pack, optimized for longevity and efficiency. And thanks to the 400-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. EPA estimated range? Up to 305 miles for the rear-wheel drive model, making it one of the longest-range EVs in its class. That's more than a BMW i5, more than a Kia EV6, and competitive with the Tesla Model S. In real-world driving, we saw around 270 miles on a mixed highway and city route, which is outstanding for a 400-horsepower machine. But the real magic is in charging. With 170 kilowatts peak charging capability, the EQE can add up to 200 miles of range in just 10 minutes. We timed it, from 10% to 80% in 22 minutes and 18 seconds. That's faster than most EVs, and it means you can charge during a coffee break and keep going. It uses the CCS standard, but Mercedes also offers a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the US. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, EQE owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the range. At 305 miles, it beats nearly every rival in its price class, a true long-distance champion. Second, the design. The EQE is arguably the most striking electric sedan under $80,000, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the value. At under $75,000 fully loaded, it undercuts rivals by thousands while offering more standard features and superior craftsmanship. Now, the cons. 1. The charging speed. While fast, it's still slower than rivals like the Hyundai Ioniq 6 or Kia EV6, which support 235 kW+. 2. Brand perception. While improving, Mercedes still fights the luxury tax image in the EV space. And the competition. The Tesla Model S offers quicker acceleration and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the refinement and design elegance of the EQE. The Lucid Air has more range and more luxury, but it's significantly more expensive. The BMW i5 is more driver-focused, but it has less range and slower charging. So where does the EQE win? In balance, it's the only EV in its class that combines German precision with real-world performance and efficiency. It beats the i5 in range. It outshines the Model S in quietness. But it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not as widely recognized as a status symbol, yet. So, final verdict. The Mercedes-Benz EQE sedan, reborn as the all-electric E-Class, isn't just a great electric sedan, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that an EV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once, and without breaking the bank. It's for the driver who wants serious range without the luxury tax. For the tech enthusiast who craves innovation. For the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 400 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a newer EV platform, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of style, substance, and silent power, the EQE is as close as it gets today. So, what do you think? Is this the most underrated electric sedan on the road? Would you trade brand prestige for that level of range and efficiency? Or would you go for something more proven? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.